Shamelessly Arguing with Vegans is a book authored by me, Swati Prakash, available free of cost on earthhealingnetwork.com for the animals, for the planet, and for our well-being. Busting 150 common myths in the form of common arguments received against veganism on a daily basis. I will be reading an argument for the day. Before that, let me present the card message of the day for positive inspiration, for vegan activism, for us to be able to speak up brilliantly. And the message of the day is beginnings. This is Lord Ganesha. Ganesha is a symbolic representation of kindness, wisdom, benevolence, in the form of an elephant, a herbivore animal, who teaches good things to people, who inspires you to start things. He is revered in the beginning of everything. You always remember this being was auspicious. So it's a symbol of auspiciousness. Veganism indeed is an auspicious thing to do. A new beginning, a new chapter of your life full of love. A new chapter in your life full of light. With that, let me take a message as an argument for the day and its antithesis. Argument 57. I am unable to reproduce the exact taste of my favorite food items. Now see, that message of beginnings is so relevant here, isn't it? You want the same old flavors. You want the same old exact flavors too. You want bacon, you want cheese, you want sunny side up eggs, and you want them to taste the same, to look the same, to even smell the same. You want Indian milk, chai, smell the same stinking smell, and you want the same stinking smell of cheese and the same nasty taste of bacon, of meat, of eggs, the same disgusting mucousy feeling. Luckily, the vegan alternatives will not give you similar diseases and dangerous effects on your health. But most importantly, at least they don't kill the animals. So if you're really after the same taste, you can go for the vegan alternatives. You can create them in your own kitchen. I have experimented and made vegan hard-boiled eggs. Sounds impossible, but I did it with chickpeas and tofu, shaped like that, with some salt and pepper. That's it. Rock salt gives that eggy taste. Sometimes I even made sunny side up eggs with normal white gluten-free flour, and in the middle of it I put chickpeas in a round circle of that sunny side up. Picture that. It was so delicious that my young son, who was 6 at that time and who had eaten eggs earlier because his dad wasn't vegan, he started consuming those vegan sunny side up eggs, and he had so many that he just couldn't stop. I have made my own cheeses at home. So my own tofu, my own soya milk at home. You don't really even have to buy things from outside. You can YouTube, Google, you will find so many recipes. So in the beginning, that will be helpful to you. But imagine bacteria-infested carcasses, dirty breast milk, salmonella-rich eggs, disease-causing things. They appear scrumptious to you. Imagine the pain the animal went through. We have been programmed to enjoy that flavor. And the aftermaths of that, you will have stomach pain, you'll have diarrhea, you'll have constipation, perennial cough, cold, flu. You wouldn't heal, you wouldn't have enough energy, you wouldn't have enough rest. You will be in difficulties in life. Your life won't be as positive. Imagine That new beginning message for you, auspicious start to something new. Remove the bad habit, the addiction. It's just like addiction to narcotics. That's how addictive dairy is, especially dairy cheese. Casein is really addictive. It's a horrible substance. It does something to your brain. You're not able to think clearly. With all those fecal and urinary and vaginal secretions, you want to have dairy, the breast milk of some other animal? Would you have the breast milk of other women and turn that into cheese and consume it? Probably not. You'll be not interested at all. I'm quite sure about that. Even if you do it, it's quite repulsive, isn't it? So, tremendous suffering, rape, torture, and murder. That's what you're confusing that product, and it's not food. You're confusing that product with food. It's rape, it's torture, it's murder. Why are you confused between what is food for you and what is not food for you? Are we stupid? Are we insects crawling about and just picking up bits of whatever we find in supermarkets? Our taste buds will be reprogrammed. Just give it 21 days. Yeah, give it 3 to 4 weeks and see the change. Go to challenge 22 if you want.com. Go to Veganuary. You will get the help you need in your journey ahead. Go vegan overnight. Yes, don't wait for some day to do it. Don't say first I will try cutting out one item, then cutting out the other item. No. You don't want to perpetrate violence. You don't want to have blood on your hands. You don't want to be responsible for suffering of another being. Would you want to continue being a criminal and hurting others? If that's your psychology, if you're a sociopath, that's different. Then you need some drastic measures to curtail your violent disposition. But if you're a good person, you'll definitely say, well, taste is secondary. What matters is that I make a new start, a change, a turn over, a new leaf. I'll leave this criminality behind, this lack of consciousness. I go vegan and I go human, no longer a low consciousness being. I'm not one of them lions and tigers, and I'm not one of them, spiders crawling about, hunting. No, I'm not an ant picking up little bits of sugar and dairy from here and there. I am human and I am wise. And as the message in the beginning goes, a new beginning will be yours, full of auspiciousness, full of good tidings. Imagine having a future for your children, for the planet, for yourself. Within a few years, so many parts of the world are slated to be underwater because the government is not doing enough. The government cannot do enough. The government sells you products that you demand because that's why the economy depends on your consumerism. You can be the change you wish to see on the world. When you shift yourself, your personal transformation happens. You will see the government change, the leadership change, and good things happen in the world. The planet will live. There won't be any more extinction, any more dead zones in your oceans, any more river pollution, any more usurping of the land and turning it into a cattle ranch. 75 to 85% of the land will be returned back to nature, to us humans, for food, for shelter, and for rewilding purposes, to suck away all the CO2 and to give a future to a languishing planet. Let's make that dream real. Let's start a new beginning.